Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour, the Adult Learning and Literacy Manager. Today we're going to talk about digital literacy. Well, that's such a lofty thing to hear about, but the library has a great effective tool so you can kind of figure out where you need to work to become digital literate. You can go over with Northstar essential computer skills such as email, essential software skills such as the Microsoft Office or Google Docs, or even using technology in your daily life, such as telehealth is such a huge thing now. So we're going to take a look at that, and not only the assessment piece, but also how you can use other library resources to really improve your digital life. So let's take a look. Well, all right, make sure that you go to our website to find Northstar. You're going to go to chpl.org. And then over here in the blue section, right here where it says Research Databases, you're going to click that. Now, we've divided up our friendly purchased websites that are very friendly websites. We call them databases here at the library. They're online resources for you, a library card holder. And of course, if you need a library card, give us a call, 513-369-6900. We'd be more than happy to tell you how to do that. But we're going to look for Northstar. We're going to go right over here to Lifelong Learning and click on Online Courses. Click right here. There's a variety of online courses, but we're going to go all the way down here to where it says Northstar. Now I'm going to read this. I know you all can read, but it says Northstar Digital Literacy defines basic skills needed to perform tasks on computers and online. Online self-guided modules assess the ability of individuals to perform tasks based on these skills. Included are basic computer digital literacy standards, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. And the modulars are in three main areas. We've got essential computer skills, essential software skills, and using technology in your daily life. Now, don't forget, it says computers and online. And that means that if you have a computer, you can use Northstar Digital Literacy. If you have a tablet, you can use Northstar. If you have a internet connected or smartphone, you can use this service. The one thing you need to make sure is that you have a library card. Now I'm going to click here for the basic computer digital literacy standards. I'm going to click there. Now, this shows you the standards, and it also shows you the outline of what different types of things that you can find out if you need some additional help. And look at all the categories. Under essential computer skills, basic computer skills. So if someone came into the Adult Learning Center and said, hey, I need some help, but I know nothing about the computer. What I would do is I would say, hey, let's get on Northstar and let's just take this little bitty assessment. Or maybe they already know some basic computer skills and they want to know more about the internet, or even using email, or they might want to know more about the operating system Windows or the operating system for Mac or Apple products. Now, for standards for essential software skills, you've got Microsoft Word, which is almost everyone knows about Word. Excel is the spreadsheet. And then, of course, Microsoft PowerPoint for doing presentations. They did add recently Google Docs, and Google Docs has a lot of different programs, but it essentially is more focused on Word, okay? And they're going to add hopefully some more on here under Google Docs. This is the thing that is very important. Standards for using technology in daily life. A lot of us have smartphones and we are on social media. Maybe there's some things that you need to remember about not oversharing on social media to protect your identity. We've got information literacy. how to really distinguish between what's a good resource and what is a not such a great resource to use for looking up information. Career search skills. Believe it or not now, folks, if you are looking for a job, you already know this, but those people that already have a job, almost all of the searching now is done online. So this is a great place to start if you're looking for a particular job and how to search effectively on the internet. Assessing telehealth appointments. If one thing that came out of COVID, it is the ability to actually see your doctor through your computer or through your smartphone or device instead of having to wait in a waiting room. It just makes it so much easier. Now, sometimes you do have to go to the see the doctor, but a lot of times you could do it through telehealth. Your digital footprint. What kind of information is out about you out there on the internet? And then, of course, supporting a K through 12 distance learning. Now, these are all different assessments, and that means they're little mini quizzes that will find out where you need to work, what you already know, and the areas that you need to work on. They've got a whole bunch of free resources. This whole thing is free. I am going to go over GCF, Learn Free, in just a moment, and I'll provide a link for that. But we're going to go back to the page because this was the standards page. Now, if I was going to sign up for it, I'm going to click right here. Now, to sign up, you want to make sure that you're signing up through our library. If you just type in Northstar, then it's going to be a little bit more of a complicated way to sign up. This is a free service that is provided by Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. So you want to go through our website. You want to make sure this is on the website through Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. There's a little number there, but you don't need to have to worry about that as long as you're on this site. Now, if you just type in Northstar, then you're going to have to eventually type in that number. But here, you just click. It's very easy. You fill out your first name, your last name, and your email address. And of course, you have to say you're not a robot. Now, if you are a robot, I hope you stop listening, but you definitely do not. You just have to click that and you sign up and you've signed yourself up. Now, I am going to log in because I already have a login. And I am going to go to About, and then I am going to look at the skills here. I'm going to look at the basic ones right here, and then I can actually click on the assessments. If I click right here, I can see all of the different assessments. And interactive digital literacy tests taken online. You're going to, it's going to allow you to demonstrate basic computer and digital literacy skills. It's going to give you a report. And that's what's great about going through the library. You can have this report. You can download it. You could save it on your computer. You can even print it out. And of course, at the library, you can print for free. So this is a great because it's going to give you a check that, oh yeah, you got that skill. You already know it. And then it's going to also show you some areas where you might need improvement. And then it's going to assign you some work that you could do through their website. And when you finish, you could even type out, print out a certificate with your name on it. You can even add it to social media, and you can even add it to you can add it to a long list of accomplishments that you have done. Now, I am going to go to just the basic skills. It says, and I am physically, right now I'm physically at the library. So I'm just going to click there and hit save. But here's a basic assessment. It says 1 of 3 getting started with computers. Now, if I hit the next one.
You are probably sitting in front of a computer right now. But what exactly is it?
Now I'm going to turn off the audio because she's reading this information to you. and then you would go to the next part. And then this right here is how to take the test. There's a little video that shows you this is how you're going to take the test. And it's important to understand that. And I'm going to click back out, and it's going to go through each section of it. Okay. I think this is great. It will give you the practice that you will need. It will give you the standards. You can even go over your assessment history if you've taken some assessments. You can retake assessments. You can look at your dashboard. And here's what you will look at when you are choosing an assessment. Now, if you already know this, don't do it. If you're just focused on, oh, you know what, I have a telehealth appointment in 2 weeks, go ahead and do that. You do not have to go in any particular order. Just go ahead and click one, and you're right. You can go right ahead and find out about that. I really think this is a great site. As you can see, a lot of other organizations are part of it, and it is totally free with your library card. Now, one of the things that they'll have is they will have, after you finish one of these, they will give you some coursework for it. Now, one of the things that I like to recommend is not only doing their coursework, but I'll provide a link for this. This is GCF Global, and it is totally free when it comes to learning about computers and also technology. This is just about computers. So if I didn't do very well on computer basics, I could do this tutorial or even this one. Let's click this one. And it will take me step by step by step. But when I click on it, undo mistakes. Let's just click that one. It's going to show me, and I'm going to be able to read this, and I'm going to go by one, and then I can just continue to go to the next one, and understanding file extensions. Now, a lot of them are going to show some pictures, but also when you get past the basic element, I'm going to go back, you can do all of that. And even some of you might need some help with a mouse tutorial. That's always a good one too. But right up here on the top of GCF Global is topics. I'm going to click topics and look at all of them here. You've got all of them. And yes, Google does have their own Gmail. That's their email account. Docs, and also Google Sheets, and that is their Excel, their spreadsheet. And there's even more under each one of these categories. Let's go to one that's very, very popular with everyone, and that's Word, using Word. So if I click on that one, now the very first two right here is the latest version of Word. And you know, Microsoft sometimes brings things out in a lot of different ways. You see that they updated it 2003, then 2007, 10, 13, 2016. But the ones right here are this latest version. So when I click on Word here and hit tutorial, once again, same thing. And I can scroll down. Maybe I already know all that. Oh, I have such a hard time with breaks on how to learn how to add a page in section and column breaks. I'm going to click there. And for the more advanced software features on GCF Global, they also have videos from YouTube. And they've loaded it in. They even give you a practice document. And so does Northstar, but I think GCF Global does a little bit better job there. But their assessment piece isn't as good as Northstar, so that's why I'm showing you both. But the great thing about YouTube videos, you can start them, you can pause them, you can rewind them, you can make it bigger, you can do all sorts of different things. But here it's going to take you page section by section to explain how to create page breaks. And it's based on the newest version. And that's the other reason I like this. I'm going to go back to how you do page breaks. Let's go all the way back to 2002, well, 2000. And let's see, page breaks. Oh, it's probably on here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Ruler size, editing tables. Yeah, it doesn't have the page breaks. Oh, here we go. Using the page setup. So it looks very different in 2000, but you might have that on your computer. You might have gotten a computer from a niece, a nephew, or a grandchild, or even just a new, you just don't have a newer version of Microsoft Word. So that's why I like this. And it has, once again, all of the topics right here. And you can even go over some core skills, skills today, and GCF Global is totally free, just like Northstar. Now, before I go, I want to open up another window. I'm going to go to the library's website, chpl.org, go to research databases, go to online courses, and then click on Northstar Digital Literacy. And you could go ahead and take your assessment of any of those and find out what kind of skills you do need to work on. All right, I'm going to click out and tell you a few more things. All right, check out Northstar and take an assessment and then go ahead and start your journey on your digital literacy life. Have a good day. I'll see you next time for another Lunch and Learn.